Hello everybody, this is Tyler with Candlelit Crime Scene here to give you a little tutorial on FL Studio. Today I'll be going over the overview of the initial user interface that you encounter when you open up FL Studio, and I'll talk about different things such as beats per minute and working with channels and things like that. For starters, I'll show you what the end product will be. It's nothing too great, it's just very simple, something for beginners to learn by. If you're a veteran, you probably won't get too much out of this tutorial, but later I will make it a priority to put up a few more tutorials that go a little bit more into depth into things such as plugins and working just in more detail. So for starters, we'll just play this. So as you can see, it's extremely simple, and I will begin the tutorial right now. First thing you're going to want to do when you get into FL Studio is click on File, which is located right up here in the upper left-hand corner, where most file buttons are located, and just go ahead and click New. We're not even going to do it new from template or anything like that. We're going to start completely from scratch. So your screen, if it's the first time you opened it up, not messed with anything, should look very similar to this after you click New. Now I know a lot of times when FL Studio opens up, it'll have a little sampler that's already kind of set up like this. So if you already have what I'm seeing right here, then we're good to go. Alright, the first thing we'll do is go into Packs, and you're going to scroll down. I usually like to use the Dance plugins little packs right here, and it should come directly with your FL Studio, whatever you downloaded. There's nothing external that I'm using right now. And go ahead and click on Club Kit. It's a basic thing, just throw that in there. Alright. So the first thing we want to figure out is what kind of song we're making. Now, obviously, as you just heard, it's just very basic, technical kind of thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and use it right here. This is going to be the beats per minute, this little 130 that you see right here, or the BPM. If you just click on that and drag it up, a lot of times, people use 160, 140. It just depends on what you want to do. I'm going to make this a little bit faster, so I'll bring it up to 140, and I'll show you what that does. Whether you can drag it up and down actually while you're playing, so you can get an idea. So I'll go ahead and click what you see right here, are just the different beats within the kick that I just created. 1, 2, 3, and 4 different beats. So I'll go ahead and click right up here is the play button, so you can hear that it's just beats, just regular beat. Alright. So now that we've already got the kick in, we're going to add the other instruments. And again, as you can see, I've got the packs open. I'm in the Legacy folder. So packs within the packs and Legacy. Within Legacy, I'm in Dance. And within Dance, you can actually click on any of these and hear all the different sounds before you click and drag them over there. That doesn't apply to everything, but for the ones that I'm showing you today, it does. So we'll click a very simple clap, which is right here. Click, hold that down, and you can drag it into it. I'll show you another way, is if you want to right-click it, you can either open it in New Channel, which is going to put it right below here, or you can send it to the current channel. I'm going to go ahead and open it in New Channel, which is down here. And for this clap up here, I'm just going to go ahead and right click. If you ever want to delete a channel completely, you're just going to have to right click and delete. And it's going to ask you if you want to delete it, and click yeah, sure. So for this, let's see. We'll just put it on every other beat. So let's see what that sounds like for 140. So a very simple thing. For the hat, we'll go ahead and add a little hat right here. Just very simple sound. Click on it, drag it over, throw it in the little hat section. Now there's a couple ways you can do it. As I showed you down here, you can click on the little light up button so they, off on. Right click turns it off, and left click puts it on. Or you can right click here and you can fill in. There's 2 steps, which does it every 2 steps, 4 for every 4, 8 for every 8. But what I did, I want it on every off beat, so that's why I did that. But what I'm going to do for the hat, since I don't feel like going in and clicking all these little buttons, all the way through and all that kind of stuff, I'm just going to right click it and click on the 2 steps. So now you'll hear what that sounds like. Alright, so it sounds pretty good. Again, for this tutorial, I'm not going to use the snare for anything, so I'm going to go ahead and right click, then delete. The last thing I'm going to add is this little green Orient string, the one right above it. There's one below it too. Sorry about that. If you use the DNC Orient string, a lot of people, they'll use the, yeah, whatever. Okay, so for this we're going to do something a little bit different. We're not going to just use the little dots here and just make all these little sounds. We're going to actually get rid of all that, and we're going to go up here and where it says pattern 1, we're going to go ahead and click on pattern 2. So you're still going to have pattern 1, but we're going to scroll. I use the mouse wheel, you can just scroll up to pattern 2. Alright, so for the orange string, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to right click on it. So if you left click it, it's going to bring up all the effects and things you can get into, which we will not do any of that in this tutorial. I'm just going to right click it and go to piano roll. Alright, the piano roll here just shows me all the different keys for a piano that you can add the different notes in. So for now, we're just going to click and make sure you're on your paintbrush. You can also use your keyboard. Anyways, we'll go ahead and put C5 in here. And what I did to draw it out like this, which is click and drag. So start off as a 1/4 note, and I just go ahead and drag it all the way out so it fills that first full measure. So, and you can click on this note here just to see what it's going to sound like before you do it. So you got, what was that? Yeah. Okay, so we have this right here for this pattern. Alright, good. Excellent. So for this last note, if you can remember when I did earlier, was I made it just drop off a little bit. Nothing too creative, just a very simple drop off that sounds okay, whatever, you know. Something like that. And it sounds kind of awkward with the way I have it now, just because I'll show you in a second. I'm going to add an effect that breaks this up a little bit automatically. It's a very easy way to do that, just to make it sound a little bit more trancey, a little bit more techno. And I'll do that in just 1 second. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is up here in the right-hand corner, I'm on this thing right here, what we showed you before when I clicked on this, and the piano key is right next to the piano button, which is what I'm on right now. So there's the piano button. And if I want to go to the main stage, or the main playlist where you add different tracks or whatever, click on this far left-hand button, and yours will probably look like this. I spaced mine out so you can see a little better in the tutorial. A lot of times it'll come all crunched up like this, so don't be worried if yours looked a little different when I first put it in there. Anyways, go ahead and click on this left-hand thing, and you'll see all the different tracks. It's pretty much unlimited. I mean, you could go crazy with it. I've gone pretty far down every once in a while, but not. Just depends on how much you're willing to invest in your song. Anyways, on track 1, we're going to go back up here where it says pattern 2. Go to where it says pattern 1. If you remember, again right here with the little step sequencer thing, go ahead and click on that. That was our pattern 1. If you play that where it says a little red dot up here on the left-hand corner, that was our pattern 1. We're going to go ahead and put that in there and just, we'll just keep like that for now. And then we're going to go down to pattern 2, which was our little orange string that we had here, and fill that in with that. If you'll see, this is shorter. It's because it's only playing 1/4 the length that pattern 2 is playing. So it will stop, after this is complete, unless you hold down and add the rest. And again, I'll show you, you can break that up to make it sound kind of cool and add the top layers. And it's really cool once you get, more and more layers to stop some and then bring them back in and that kind of stuff. It's just a very simple way to do it.